Hello everybody and welcome. I am the Beta Plan and this is Europa Universalis 4 where we are playing as the Aboriginal Australian nation known as Arustaralalaya. In the last episode I may have unfortunately spent some very precious points into bumping a Yora in order to, first thinking that this would be the 30 size city before realizing, wait a second, I should do that with Boondaloo as this is on grasslands and not on bloody highlands. Having said that, we did need the income bump that we've done there, so maybe, and military points, we are not worried about it. It's a little bit too bad, but on the other hand, perhaps having that plus 20% development cost coming in there, thanks to me upsetting the merchant guilds, you know what, it may not actually have been a bad thing. Currently, we are trying to get ourselves a new region going, and we are looking at trying to get people to be happy again. This is influence. I don't really need it. I don't really need that little bit of money. What we really need right now is to get some military points to up this, and we are really waiting for technology so that we can get these national ideas. Unfortunately, our neighbors still don't have this, so do not have. There it is. So basically, until this hits 12%, we would just have been well off when we could have taken this at 7, but I don't think we're going to be quick enough for that. So I think we will lose 1% of admin points there, but I think we played that fairly well. I'm not going to say it was good, but fairly well. I'm going to wait for military points because this is fish, and fish is just not good. I mean, that I already bumped 1 point into this was actually kind of really a waste. And to say that, we need the diplo points later on for our advantageous position regarding... hold on. Again, government reform issues. Fine, we'll lower it again. There we go. Military. This should get us... Yes, a large city. We have it. Which also, of course, bumped ourselves up towards a developed nation. So hopefully we can get this now done. We have our big city. We really need to build temples. And I'm starting to wonder if we take out a loan. I'm actually going to do that. Well, it increases our... Let's not. Let's wait a minute. But we want to build a temple here because that is certainly going to increase our income. We do have, and we should, thanks to high income, if we do construction costs lowered, we might get this a little sooner. I think this will run for 10 years. So let's wait until we have 90 ducats and then hit this button. Appointment of a new emperor. How are you doing, Ming? Do you already have the Ming-plosion? No, you're doing just fine. No Ming-plosion. Whoa! Here's something happening. Cambodian separatists. Alright, interesting that you have an issue with that as you're also occupying... Oh, there's Mong Nai that's attacking. Mong Nai? This feels so weird to me because it used to be that Ava was super huge. Now Ava just has a lot of tributaries. I don't even see Mong Nai. This little nation holds this part. Okay. Ava is now more like a nation with bees or wasps or ants or what have you, not flying out there to try and do things. I really think that has made Ava a lot less powerful. Oh, I did not actually see what that clicked on. What fire did we get? Didn't see it. Or was that something that went away over here? I think it went away over here. But, alright, let's hit the mission. And now we indeed can build a temple, giving us 0.5 increase in income. Yes, please. That is quite a boost. That's quite the boost indeed. Yeah, it's gonna be... we're gonna be 1% off of when we would have taken it immediately, but then we wouldn't have had the big city. I think this is the better order. of things. But you may disagree with me, and you know what? I really can't say if you're right or wrong about that. Taking it right now, we're immediately going to take the idea, and we're going to take exploration ideas. Why are we going to take exploration ideas? Because we can dump our Diplo points into that, and that is just fine. Boom. Get that immediately done. However, I know already from my test game that it doesn't have any use to use the Explorer right now until we get up here. Because otherwise we just don't have any missions for that person to do anything. What we really want is to get to that additional colonist and to expand quicker. So that's what we're waiting with the Diplo point for now. We want the Diplo points when we want to get land of opportunity. Therefore also People of Desert will kick in, and most likely we dream the same, so we are going to dump a lot of points in that. Which also means that vassals are going to be a bit difficult for us, because we are going to be very behind on Diplo tech. Diplomatic power, admin power. I'm going to do the... Ooh, this is a toughie. Actually, I think I'm going to do the admin power, because we get admin power faster. We do want to get up to level 7 for the additional idea group to dump our points into the expansion ideas to get even more colonists. But after that, we're probably not going to tech up for quite some time until we're lucky enough to get some of the institutions just to come to us. Look, we have a ton of Renaissance here already, but unfortunately it's stalled, and unless I increase this even more, the Renaissance is going to be stalled indefinitely, so to speak. So unfortunately, despite having Renaissance over here, yeah, it doesn't really kick in. Even despite having me dumped a lot of points into the city. We only can hope that we will get colonialism because we have exploration ideas, and we'll hopefully unlock the other one. But I don't think we will, because we won't have a colony nation, because everything is on our own home territory. Now, because I'm recording several episodes immediately after one another, I won't have seen your suggestions yet for what I should do regarding the setup of our government reform. So you will have to wait a little bit with, for me to catch up with that particular advantage. On the other hand, don't worry too much about it, I would say, because none of these are right now really handy for us. Change to grain. I don't think grain is a very good one, is it? No. Well, we'll probably bump this up to 10 using admin points as well later on. But first, we would like to build another temple for 40 gold, 90 gold. Why am I saying 40? I mean, I would love to build it for 40. Lose a lot of cash to gain mercantilism. That's a bit too much cash right now. Sorry. I love mercantilism, don't get me wrong. But there is something like, no, not right now. Which probably will annoy the merchant guilds even more. Yeah, their influence is like none. National tax modifier. This is really good to have. That's a loyalty. Establish New World missions. Native uprising chance. Please, yes, do that. That is really good. And plus 22. Plus 022. Later on we will build another temple in the other one as well. That is a really good one. I didn't realize we could do that. Establish New World charters. So, less uprising chance. More increase over here. Right? Didn't that say that? Native assimilation plus 25%. Where do I see that particular advantage? I don't know, but it is going to be good if we can trigger that, because if we have that thing... Well, there's also an event that is really good for us that just increases the global settler by 25 or something. Just superb. Okay, we can once again do... Drop legitimacy. Lose prestige, but prestige is going to be steering to positive anyway. Stability cost modifier lowered. It's fine. We don't really need that. We can get admin points. 20 loyalty would still make them positive, right? I think I will do this. Yeah. That's really good. Additional gold requested. It's 10 loyalty only. Sure, we'll take that. We don't need the military points that much. And they would go down into the negative, I believe. Because they will drop to 39. Yeah, but then again, manpower recovery speed, who gives a hoot? Oh, land maintenance modifier. No, I apologize. Forget about that one. But this should steer pretty quickly back to normal. Just my... Oh, bloody hell. My legitimacy is dropping even. Age objectives fulfilled. +3. Okay. Nice. Embrace Renaissance. I would love to, but I can't. President 2 continents. I will be in my own continent for quite some time. Thank you. Oh, I won. I thought for a moment we were going to die, but no. Our military is just strong enough to beat that. Even with the horrible pay that I'm giving them. But we're colonizing on purpose very areas that are not very aggressive. Well advised. You haven't... No. I was considering if we have a tax guy. That all doesn't really... No. None of these are interesting. And yes, by the way, all these portraits are Chinese because, hey, seems like Paradox never realized that people were going to play, of course, as Arustaralalaya, the Aboriginal Australian nation. I'm pulling your leg here a little bit. We really want these higher developed colonies. It's so good. It costs 800 to purchase, but we really want to make use of that. Lose prestige. That's gonna tank our legitimacy even more. Oh, it's gonna drop now like crazy. In fact, I think this is a form for that we might actually dump some military tech points into that to boost our legitimacy. But first, temple. There we go. For a small nation, we're doing quite well in money. Collecting a nice bit of cash here. Trade node power doesn't matter. Spy network, no. Siege ability, no. Improved relations, no. Because it really doesn't matter anything. Come on, assimilate the natives. We are our own Aboriginal people, if you will. We really could use that. Really want to also get this up. This is gonna jump up again to 90%. Just off. Even if I chose to have the admin points thing for us. Unfortunately, this will not give me innovativeness, will it? I mean, production efficiency will increase and corruption, but... am I going to take it right now, or am I going to wait until a neighbor has it? I'll wait a little bit until a neighbor has it. Perhaps we can bank a few things. Wow, they attack again! We win again, but yowza, man! Considering their aggressiveness and ferocity, I just didn't expect that. I'm just flabbergasted. In my test game, they really didn't attack that often. Having said that, I can increase the army maintenance a little bit. Just to have those victories a little bit more secured. Because we still make $3 now, and that is pretty darn good for such a small nation. It's better than I did originally. We have cash flowing in. That is quite good. Because we're not super ahead of time, so I assume that my neighbor will soon get this. I may want to actually undo the focus soon, so that we can get our Diplo points a little stronger incoming. How much can we bank? 1188. Sure. Well, with that, we're gonna send him out. We'll move you guys up. And we're going to have to... This is going to be definitely hurt the budget. But it's going to make our nation expand much quicker. And I'm aware that we don't have yet developed colonies. But I cannot wait for this to pop before we start expanding more rapidly. There you go. First one I have all three together before I move out. And we nearly can start with the exploration of ideas. There you go. Now the question is, how much do we make now? Yeah, only 0.64. Still making cash, but we have 2 colonies running. I mean, we don't make as much cash, but we have 2 colonies running. So this is really popping off. And we need one more idea in order to get the global settler increase. One of our neighbors has it, so now we should take it. This is what we were waiting for. Now we need to get to Renaissance thought. But we are so ahead of time. Some neighbor still has it? Oh no, I was already like surprised. Did they like pop 2 technologies in one go? Which means we're probably gonna have a place where we can dump admin power into. Because getting this will... 79. In 8 years from now, we will have banked too much points. So I'm not certain if this will go in the right way. We probably want to spend also some military to get up to level 4 military tech. We're so behind on it. Neighbor bonus is minus 15% even. Finally, some people join our colony. We had a positive event of that. Instead of them attacking constantly us. Wow, another bad omen. And we lose admin points. And we're gonna lose admin points again because we have to boost our stability. Well, there's our admin sink. Not in a way that was positive, but it's there. It's done. We're going. Oh dear Lord. Yeah, this is a different type of game to what I... Ooh, yeah, excellent. You are merely a colony. We could boost you... There you go. Get you to 10. Get you immediately up there. Now, this is going to be interesting because you're arid. Yeah, that makes you grow slower. And from here it gets tropical. What region is what? This is Eastern Australia. Yeah, but I would like to get into Northern Australia to get the boat going. Because I think this was the one that unlocked for me in my test game everything else. Then we're going to go down here because there's no hostility over here. But yeah, then I say we do this, do that. And send the colonist over here. Would have loved to get the +1 to each. Because that would have made it an 8 province. Much better, but... And Arid also has development cost issues with it, right? Yeah, plus 15%. Since I'm starting to wonder if I should not go down here. No, because we soon want to get onto these islands. We also want to get that going. What we should do is we're... No, that's not exactly what I meant. You. Split off. On mothball, go up here. Wait until they are gone so that it's a little easier to do what I want to do. That now I just kept the cogs by accident. You can form up, and the cogs are now also allowed to... You know what? Everyone is allowed to unmothball for a second, just to move up where we're gonna harbor. There you go. And as soon as you arrive there, you can start doing this again. In fact, maybe not. No, you're not going to be Akari Bambang. Apari Bambang. You're going to be called FJ. So, FJ, we don't know what it stands for. This is just the initials, you never know. Furious George. Sorry, Furious Jones. George. I don't know why I did that, but... And then, Gaming. This is Gaming. Really. Oh, no maneuver. Eesh. You're not a very good explorer admiral. I'm sorry to say, you're not. And the cogs have also arrived. But as soon as you can now explore the North-South Pacific. As soon as we go up here, we'll go faster. Age of Discovery, please get those bonus points to get me to this thing. For a developed nation, we're actually not that far off. I mean, we're trying to grow quickly. Exploration is ready. Yeah, I'm waiting until these get a little bit more healthy. Alright, let's go. My Admiral. Oh, you're waiting for to be prepared even further. You're already doing that on your own. Okay, good. Even more native assembly. That's what we want to see. Get those natives to join us. Because as long as that is happening, our nation grows faster. And with our nation growing faster, well, I don't have to explain. This is obvious 1, 2, 3, right? Tourbal, you are part of us right now. We'll wait until we get 19 to probably get a temple into you as well. I believe our Admiral FJ Gaming is Gaming is going. Gaming. What is gaming? Never heard of that. There you go, discovering the islands over here. And you've already returned. Yeah, without another mission. I reckon, yeah, because we have to wait. I mean, what I could do, before anyone asks, yeah, I can let him explore the Malaccan coast, and then he's just immediately back, because he has already explored it. He just... You need to wait until you have the proper mission, until you can do what you want to do. We need these two provinces in order to really explore a little bit. But of course, because of that, I'm going to mothball this again. But FJ Gaming has discovered at least some of the islands over here. Good. Good, I'd say. We should be getting ready for another temple. Because workshop really don't matter, I think. Military divided. We must attack. Sure. I doubt it's gonna come into effect at any point soon. But, yeah. I'm first gonna go for the temple. Not for any of the workshops, and certainly not for a fort. Although I do want to protect our capital. But, yeah, we kind of need to get our money going, even if this is not the greatest of investments at a 0.16, but so how are we tech-wise now going along? Only four ahead of time, but this one is going to go down. Another incense. All right, I thought incense got a bump somewhere in the game. But this becomes more profitable. But what we definitely want are the spices in the Spice Islands. But those take some time before we get there. Man. Influence is dropped, which is a disadvantage. Because then I don't think we can do the Established New World Charter anymore, right? Oh, I thought they needed also minimal influence to get that done, but... Natural sciences is gone. Sure, whatever. Prestige is again positive. Legitimacy is growing again, very, very minimally, but hey, it's growing. How is Ming doing? Oh, the game doesn't like it when it's running and I scroll. Ming is still doing fine. Oh, not again. Really? Fine, we'll run at zero stability for some time. I mean, it's not gonna matter of our income much, right? 1.28? 0.2 ducats. We're just gonna have to run with that for a bit. I mean, we have got a building in every province, which I think for a small nation as this is already quite good. Who knows if we can get the Age of Discovery. We're nearly here. I don't know if this needs to be active before you start the colony or after it is finished. Sorry, before you start, like, when you send a colonist there, or before... I don't know how that works. I don't know what the order needs to be. But somehow I think this needs to be ahead of you doing other matters. This we're getting there, but it won't be... Oh, another incense. Okay. It's not as good as if we would get on spices or something like that, of course, but... I may be actually able to... I just realized to afford advisor if he... Nah, that's... not good enough. If he would give national tax modifier, I think he could afford himself. Because if we look at our national taxation, if he would give 0.5 ducats, and they're cheaper because of our ruler. He may pay for himself. Oh, trade efficiency is lowered. Indulgent. I don't think I have any mercantilism to speak of, right? Mercantilism. Oh, actually we do. Fine, we'll lose Diplo points. Not happy about that, but... And they're also pissed at me. Hey. We really want this. Oh, technology. Renaissance fought. It's gonna be 10% cheaper if I wait one more year. There's really no use. So let's look at this. You're supposedly an 8 colony and you're a 5 colony. We're gonna purchase higher developed colonies. This hasn't changed yet, but I assume it will only change once the colony is finished. I don't know, but we got the one that we really desperately wanted. Oh, military tech. Yeah, let's take that one because we're so behind on it. Let's wait until it ticks. Yeah, it's still minus 20% for the next technology on military. Wait, and there it is. Minus 10% off, 1% gained. That is overall an improvement. We'll take it. And we're gonna take the expansion ideas. And that's gonna be our next administrative dump. Prince Consort of the People. National unrest. I really have no use for that. Legitimacy. And with this, our first colonist is coming up. The merchant is going to be irrelevant. So, this is going to be a bit of a dead get. But this one is nicer. Faster colonies plus 20. We do want that one. This one is pointless. This is nice diplomatic relation. This is less needed. But yeah, the global trade power could be nice for us later. And number of states is nice. It's mainly that first colonist that's really good and the faster colonist. And after that, the Prince Consort has died. Okay. But after that, it's not as critical to bump up anything further. It's kind of interesting to me always that it says innovativeness if you pick it now. But I can't skip past something. I guess... Yeah, now this also has gone down with innovativeness. So I don't really know what to say about that. But colonial range just increased by 50%. And we got a global settler increase. So this should bump up... Provinces of the land. Provinces of the land? The people of the desert, this is called. Well, whatever. I guess the base ability of this is called Promises of the Land. Gosh darn it, executing for treason, sure, whatever. Who do we execute? Not our heir, I hope. I just realized. No, our heir is still just fine. We could actually negate the admin focus. Yeah, we're gonna negate it because for our ideas, we only want to get to the third one up here. That is enough. But Diplo, we would like to gain more, and we also have... We are fine on Diplo tech right now, and it's gonna be expensive as heck. So for now, I don't think we want... Do we want Diplo focus, though, is the question. We could finish that quicker, and it will also be better if we can gain vassals. Why does it show another country? Just show my country. Thank you. We're also behind on Diplo tech like crazy. Yeah, I think we're gonna focus on Diplo. Switch it out. To Diplo it is. Yeah, it costs to fire you, which is annoying, but... No, I'm waiting with the money, because as soon as one of these colonies pops off, we can... Nice. Colony company goes bankrupt. Sure, there you go. There's our ducats spent. I guess that's a good thing. That we had some ducats in the bank is what I meant. Is that's a good thing. Not that that event took place. That's a bad thing. But we're almost ready to get 3 colonies going at the same time. That would be amazing. Influence is lowered. Yeah, you're still not happy. Sure, whatever. So I'm still curious to see, does this go up? I don't want to end the episode until we know if that is true. I know we're running a little long here, but we're almost done. Does this bump to 11? Or is it now that we get the advantage? Excellent. It bumped to 11. So we got that in time. Thank you and please. Makes it more expensive to core, I'm aware. That actually was dumb because we could take the extra colonist. Maybe not the right order. We'll send somebody over there. We're gonna do the same old, same old. Go over there, and that's for the next episode. Well, that was the second episode. I think we've already grown quite a bit. Our name is very, very tiny because it's big name, so you won't see it for quite some time in the Font War. But perhaps once we get all of Australia, then... Sorry, all of Arustaralalaya, that we can actually have our name displayed in a proper manner. I say, thank you for watching, and remember, great peril yields great beauty.